But I don't just do homework, write this down. I identified 2 to 3 moments in time where there was an opportunity or a crisis. So I'll go deep, you with me? I want to go deep to find out what are they really like, what were their moments, what were the articles written on them back in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s. I do my homework. You guys with me on this? So when I get a chance to meet them, it's not like, hey, how's it going? What do you do? I say, I have to be honest with you. I spent some time researching you. In 1978, you did this. How did you get out of that? And they just go like this. And they just open up like crazy. You know how honored someone is when you say in a non-creepy way, I know who you are. I took the time to do a little research. I was super enamored by your track record. Could I ask you a few questions? And you really mean it? They're like, yeah, I got like 3 minutes, go ahead. And that 3 minutes turns into 2 hours, 3 hours. Let's have it, because you know what they all love to talk about? No, all the shit that they've done. They love all the stories because most of their kids won't ask them because they're all spoilina. Not all of them, but the vast majority are. And all of a sudden, here you are, this super ambitious, super curious, willing to take your time and just slowly extract, and they just start opening up. And not all of them. Some of them have shut me down. Do you think I'm like, well, I'm never gonna ask anybody again? No, I was like, okay. Next person. Hey. I never say I'm researching you, by the way, because it really is creepy. But I say, I read an article about you several years ago. Is it true that in 1984, you were nearly bankrupt, but somehow were able to refinance that note in the, like, was that a factual story? And they go, let me tell you, man, I was about to lose my ass. The SNL scandal had me, I'm literally telling you a story of one of my friends. Like, the SNL, you guys remember the SNL scandal? Anybody? Right? Had me at wit's end. I remember being in the back of my car thinking, if I don't go in and close this deal with this banker, I'm gonna lose. And they just, make sense? They love it. Okay, here's my next one, you ready? I have 18 questions that if they're willing to ask or they're willing to answer, I ask. Do you guys want a copy of the 18 questions? They've been inside a loom for 4 years.